motivation as well.
Now I'm about to put you in my YouTube video archive.
Okay.
You know, this was. Oh, as a matter of fact, I meant to tell most of my audience that have been eavesdropping for the past few years. You can see a lot of the interviews I've done in the studio on YouTube. Lowell Thompson, Savoir Faire, Sam Trump. You can see a lot of those interviews on YouTube. Just search for Eavesdropping with Urban Aspirations. You will see the logo of the man holding his ear like he's eavesdropping, and the music notes, the we use music notes to spell the word eavesdropping. So you'll see it. Just search for Eavesdropping with Urban Aspirations. You'll see about 7 YouTube videos. Winston Tyler, Maya Carter Ryan, and now you're going to see Isaiah Collier on YouTube on Eavesdropping with Urban Aspirations, and also like us on Facebook when you get a chance. So, how's it working with Willie Pickens? I know you just described a few of it. It's are R.E. Brown, are they hard taskmasters or are they fair taskmasters?
I feel like they're both,
They're both okay.
but also they expect much, and then and it's like with studying with these people, it also means not only do I have my name to worry about, but for their name's sake, because they're my teachers, and I am a representation of their work or the product of what they instilled into me. And so definitely working with Mr. Pickens, it's always been about professionalism. You got to do this, do that, be here on time, do this, because once we're out of here, we're part of this um, flow of competition, if you will, because everybody plays and everybody wants the same job. So the question is, what's gonna make you, or at least for me, what's gonna make me stand apart from everybody else?
Now, on that note, how how has work been? Have you been getting a lot of offers for work? Because I know, not just to pander to you, man, you are actually exceptional, especially at your age.
Thank
So I guess I would imagine that the work of your phone must be ringing off the hook.
you. Well, not as much this year. Well, as certain people know, earlier beginning of this year, I actually had my saxophone stolen.
Really?
Yeah. So, but also this year, this was my senior year of high school, so I wasn't really focused as much as on gigging. It was just mostly trying to stay focused on schoolwork.
And get up out of there,
Yeah, pretty much. And I
huh?
guess, and I was looking forward to a lot of opportunities because my school has a great connection with the Thelonious Monk Institute of Jazz over there in L.A. And so
What school are you at?
I graduated Thursday, but I used to attend the Chicago High School for the Arts.
Okay.
And so this year they have a group of young people entitled the Thelonious Monk Peer-to-Peer National All-Star Quintet. And so this is comprised of the top jazz musicians throughout the country from each respective performing arts school. And I had the opportunity to be on it last year, and this year I was called again to do it. And we were in D.C. playing for International Jazz Day actually, and we also did like a week tour in New York and Newark.
Now, let me ask you this: when did you really start playing saxophone, and how long did it take you to get to that breakthrough point where you just really had a great feel for the horn, where you can now feel yourself mastering it?
Mastering it, I think I'm a long way from it, but
Okay. Well, you can tell
actually,
a lot of people that. But go ahead.
but actually, this month makes 6 years I've been playing saxophone.
Man, so how old are you now?
I am 17. I'll be 18 next Saturday.
Man, 6 years?
6 years.
Oh man, you've done a lot. You run a lot of adults out of town. You've accomplished a lot in those 6 years, man. You must have really just identified with the horn to play as well as you do.
Well, it was an interesting route for me because actually I never intentionally meant to play saxophone.
Okay.
My mom and had found it was really weird how everything started. It was a summer of a couple years ago, as you know. My mom was looking for something for me and my brother to do. She was like, well, I don't want them to just be home, so they found this program that was at the Salvation Army right there on 69th and Morgan,
Okay.
and so they had a music program. So they this was a special group because they had woodwind instruments, and usually Salvation Army is comprised of nothing but brass instrumentalists. So this was an exception for them, and so they were like, you can pick any instrument you want. And so before my mother had brought my brother a Bundy, it was a alto sax, and so he already knew what instrument he was gonna play, and I was just like, well, I don't know none of these kids around here, so I'm gonna just go with what he's playing.
Okay.
And so my brother was also doing football at the moment, so he was there, but he wasn't. But I slowly, I guess you could say, excelled at it more. But for me, I actually didn't have really any intentions of playing any that much of a variety of genres besides classical. And then my dad was forcing me. He was like, "Man, bring your horn. You're gonna play at church." And I'm just like, "I don't want to do it." He's like, "You gonna do it?" And so I remember staying up to like 12 practicing and rehearsing for stuff with my dad. And I think by the age of 13, I had my first gig with him.
Mm-hmm.
And so from then on out there, I've been slowly growing more. And then by my freshman year of high school, they told me they had jazz combos, and I was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to lose. You know, all you can do is get better, or you know. So I stuck it through from those 4 years, and then slowly but surely I grew and met more awesome people like the legendary Willie Pickens himself.
Yes, we have royalty just entered into the room. We had a big win just coming here. That was for the Emperor of Jazz here in Chicago, Mr. Willie Pickens. How you doing, Willie?
Oh, fine. How about yourself?
Very good. Thanks for joining me. Pull your chair up next to Isaiah so we can all get in here. I'll probably play a song right now and then continue the interview with you, and we're going to talk about your association with the Ravinia organization and this coming Thursday evening. Have you seen the Hyde Park Herald article?
No, I haven't.
I didn't see a hard copy as of yet. It's online because I went to Treasure Island and they still pushing the June 1st article. That's from June 3rd. That was yesterday. That was released. That's online. So I'm looking for the hard copy from the Hyde Park Herald publication. I am going to play a song right now, and we will be back and continue this interview with Isaiah Collier and Mr. Willie Pickens. Stay tuned. Continue eavesdropping with Urban Aspirations, the home of the curious jazz enthusiasts, where there's absolutely no telling what you might overhear on WHPK 88.5 FM Chicago, broadcast to you from the campus of the University of Chicago, where jazz is all jazz. Stay tuned. I shall be right back. Can you get that for me?
No, which one?
Yeah, I gotta be out of here 20 after.
Pardon me?
I have to leave here 20 after.
I know you talking. I'm sorry. WHPK?